Hello everybody, Darkwing Carter here. Welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel for the PS4. In the last episode we pretty much finished up all of our free day tasks, and now all we have left to do is turn in the one for the old schoolhouse. And that'll do us for the free day activities that we were given. I don't know if you could tell, but I got a new microphone. It's not my headset microphone, so I know it sounds a little bit different. I'm still working on... I've never used a microphone like this before, outside of like school and stuff, so this is the first time I've ever owned one. It sounds alright. From what I've heard, it sounds better than my headset mic, that's for sure. So we're going to be using this from now on, and I'm going to be working on it here throughout all of the parts. And yeah. I'm really excited to finally be using an actual microphone. Hold on, let me adjust my mic right fast. Let me just bring it over to me. How's this sound? That sound alright? I'm holding it now. I think I might be too close to my mouth. I don't know how sensitive this microphone is. I apologize for the audio at this part. This part's an experiment. So yes. The old schoolhouse changed completely. Oh, important update. I'm not doing the monster note side quest. I just can't. It's too much work. I'm gonna have to blow through this game as fast as possible anyway. I don't have the energy to spend on trying to record every single one of those monsters. So yeah, we're not gonna be doing the monster stuff in this Let's Play. You don't really miss anything. From what I recall, I never really do it. For platinum stuff, you know what to do though. I have showed it off to the point where you know how to do it, and it's not that difficult, but you know. I still will be doing everything else I've listed. We're gonna try the fishing. I'm not saying we're gonna be doing that, so if you are wanting to platinum this game, make sure you do look up a fishing guide. Because my guide doesn't have the fishing spots listed. Well, they have the fishing spots. It doesn't have the fish. God, I can't speak. The fish labeled there. So yeah, I think that's all I have for updates at the moment. So we have now reported to Principal Van Dyke on the status of the old schoolhouse that we have seen. So if you remember from the last part, later we're going to be having our first practical exam, and then Instructor Sara is going to make an announcement about a hidden part of Class 7's curriculum. I wonder what it could be. It's totally not what I spent all day recording today, but yeah, get very excited because that announcement is going to be very important throughout the rest of the game. So yeah. Also, Sara has signed Reen up to do to do more student council work. Also, I have this microphone in a stand right now. I don't know if I'm holding it right now because my table is like way over there, and I didn't think to move it over here before I started. So I'm stupid. But yeah, we're definitely going to be getting through at least the practical exam and that announcement today, so no real big cliffhangers in this episode. And we're going to be helping Toa out for pretty much the rest of the game. Every one of our free days. Once a month. It's no big deal though. We all like Toa here. Toa's cool. At least we better all like Toa here, that's all I'm saying. We get the seal quartz as as a reward. And I throw that on Reen a little bit later. It's nice to have seal on Reen. It just makes it to where enemies can't use like arts. I think it's arts and crafts. Or it might just be arts and attack. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. So we also get one more bonding point that we can spend, and we're going to be spending it with the lovely Miss Herschel. Because Toa's great. Now, as you probably have realized from what I said when you rank up party members by hanging out with them, you get stuff from battles. Now, people like Toa, who are not in Class 7 and will not be in our party, this, from what I can remember, gives character notes, and they give... You can hang out, that final big bonding event, you can hang out with them. So it's kind of like Persona, where you can romance people outside of the main party. And since I love Toa, we'll definitely be hanging out with Toa quite a lot. Quite a lot. Not every time, but a lot of the time. Oh, we had some tea. Helped her with her paperwork and had some tea. Isn't that nice? This is a really nice bonding event. The only other one I saw that was available was Elisa. And I like Toa more, so I hung out with Toa. That's also because, at least through this point in the game, Elisa's just kind of there. She's not on my good side, she's not on my bad side. It's whatever. She's kind of one of those middling characters right now. Meanwhile, Toa's great. I love Toa. Gee, I guess I know what to call the part. Tea with Toa. And if I don't call the part that, you all are free to yell at me. I'm gonna set this microphone back down over here. It's a lot quieter, but... Is it quieter? Yeah, it's definitely quieter. I think we'll keep it like this for now, though. I'll have to work on the audio, so I apologize immensely for that. I don't even know if this audio is good or bad, but we will find out, won't we? And now we're getting life advice with Toa. Just don't overdo it. It's really sound advice, I feel. Everybody can listen to this every once in a while, I feel. Don't overdo it. Don't don't stretch farther than you actually can without hurting yourself, like trying to record 5 episodes of this every day on this tiny tablet with no memory space. So yeah, don't do that, Reen. Don't start a Let's Play up that's going to take 100 parts. Okay, so I've been doing some math. Cold Steel is going to take, I wouldn't say around 100 parts, but definitely around 75. Definitely at least around 75 parts. So, this is going to be a long Let's Play. Now 75 divided by 5 is what? 15 weeks? Can I do 15 weeks of this? That's what? Like, almost 4 months? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. We're gonna find out, though. Because I record these in batches of 5, so I don't have to record anymore throughout the week. And I just record the commentary the day before they go up, and then I process it and upload it and stuff. So I don't remember what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm looking for Instructor Thomas, that's right. So if you will remember, in the last episode we talked a lot, the maid outside of the upper class dorms, and if we bring her a bunch of unique dishes, she'll give us some pretty good stuff. Thomas is on the other end of that. If we give him peculiar dishes, he will give us some pretty good stuff. Now, Cold Steel 1, I don't ever really do it. I've said that before, Cold Steel 1, the cooking is just not for me. I will get all the recipes and show you where they are, but I don't know if I will be doing that. So yeah, there's that. Cold Steel 2, we will definitely be doing the cooking. There will be at least 1, maybe 2 parts dedicated to me doing nothing but cooking it in-game, because I never cook in these games because I'm crazy. Food in these games are actually really, really good items. So yeah, he has a really weird, not weird, it's actually a pretty cool thing, is like, well, to learn more about cultures, I need to learn about their food. And I don't want to read about their food, I want to eat their food. It's like, alright, sure. I mean, it makes sense. It does make sense. So, now, there is one of This is just me talking a lot because I got nervous because the guide said to talk to her again. Didn't need to. There are hidden quests in these games. And this is one of the reasons I don't really play these games without a guide anymore, is because of the existence of these hidden quests, which I kind of hope aren't in Cold Steel 3, but I already kind of figure they are. Hidden quests, if you don't know, are side quests. They're completely optional, they're not listed anywhere, and, well, if you want full AP throughout the game, or BP if you're playing Trails in the Sky, and I don't remember what it is in the Crossbell games, but if you want the full AP in these games, you have to do these hidden quests, and they are available only for a short time. This quest here with Fred is not mentioned anywhere except in guides, because people are crazy and talk to all the NPCs in these games. It's not listed anywhere in the game. When you do your results screen, I don't think this quest even shows up if you miss it. It's just you didn't find it. But to get full AP and reach the highest rank you can in this game, you have to do all the hidden quests, which I will be doing. I will be showcasing all of them off. Most of the time they're not too bad. This one is just Fred ran out of passion leaves, which he needs to make a dish, so go give Fred some passion leaves. And that's what we're going to be doing. It's not too bad. As you can see, Nicholas, who we met in the previous episode from the cooking club, is up in the home economics room cooking. What else would he be doing? He's in the cooking club. We're going to be going to talk to him, which, you know, it's on the main building, second floor. But yes, these quests, they're one of the bigger complaints I have about this series. They're not too bad. They're mildly, I don't want to say annoying. I want to say they're just kind of, not the greatest, because I don't even really know how to say it. I just don't like them. I wish they were listed somewhere. I wish like there was like the little exclamation point, like don't tell me about it, but mark it on my map and just be like, hey, there's a quest here that's not listed anywhere. It's just something Ring could be like, hey, there's something over there, like mention it in dialogue or something, because I read all the dialogue in these games, you know. Just tell me somehow that Fred needs help and that I would have a reason to go there other than my guide told me to. That's all I'm asking, Falcon. That's all I'm asking. But, yeah. So, Nicholas doesn't have any passion leaves, but he thinks that they were recently served in the cafeteria, which is in the Student Union building, so we have to head over there and try to grab some off of Chef Ramsay. Yes, the chef's name is Ramsay, and I don't know if it's an intentional nod to Gordon Ramsay. I'm gonna say it is, because that would be funny. So as you can tell, this is a shorter part compared to other episodes that I've done so far. And that's mostly due to this being an in-between kind of segment, the end of free days. They tend not to be too long, but they also tend to be just long enough to be a part in of itself. Let me see. What are we doing in this episode? We are, if memory serves, we are, one, going to go, we're doing this hidden quest. We hung out with Toa. This is the end of the quest, by the way. We talked to Ramsay, then we head back to Fred. Make sure you head back to Fred. If you do not head back to Fred, it does not count. It does not count in the slightest. So make sure you talk to Fred. You see, now he has the little exclamation point over his head because you've started the quest. Why can't that be there from the beginning? Make this easier for me, Falcon, please. Please, Falcon, please. That's all I'm asking, even though Cold Steel 3 and 4 are already out, and then they announced another one for the Switch in Japan. Like, come on. But we might get 0 and L remakes, so that's, Azure. Not owl, azure. My bad. Whatever, it's called owl in Japanese. And since we don't have an official English version, I can call it either. I mean, people refer to this series as Kiseki, so if you ever hear someone talking about the Kiseki games, they're talking about the Trails games, because that's what it's known as. Or the Legend of Heroes. The Kiseki games being the most popular out of those. Those crispy pizzas are pretty good, if I remember. I don't really want to use... I don't like using items. I'm one of those guys who, if I can just barely live, I'll do that. Because items, in my opinion, are almost always too good to use. I don't know why. I will be at the end of this game, and I will be using those tier bombs, those level 1 heals. Just popping them off like candies, but I won't use level 2 or 3. I got arts for that. I can heal myself. I don't need your items. Because they could be useful in a pinch. I can't be the only person like that. I can't possibly be the only person like that. I feel like I'm the only person like that. Yeah, there's a lot of text in this game. So I believe with that hidden quest done, we are free to end the day. Story of Seasoning hidden quest is now completed. Let's talk to Eustace. We're going to talk to Eustace for a moment. Seems like there's some annoying loud person outside. Huh, I wonder who it is. I wonder who the annoying and loud person could be that Eustace doesn't like. Oh, it's that guy. It's Patrick. What a loser. I don't know how to describe Patrick. He's a little bit up from Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers, if you know what I'm talking about. He's not clumsy. He's just not nice. I don't know. So, at the end of the free day, if you go up to the door of Class 7's dorm and examine it, you will have the option to end the day. I'm going to show off my checklist here to show everything is completed, and I have full AP for everything. And now we're free to end the day. That was mostly me just being nervous and was like, hey guys, I really hope I don't miss another quiz. That was mostly what that was. So don't worry too much about it. Such a beautiful night. That's a candle. That's really cool.
Not bad. But I don't think I can manage much more than this. I guess I should just be grateful I was able to pass the beginner examination at all. Better do some studying. It sounds like this is going to be a busy week, what with that ominous practical exam looming over us. I do have that radio from George here. We had that Orbital radio back home, too. Never knew they made them this small, though. Let's see. Which station is Radio Trista? Ah, there we go.
It's 9 p.m. and you're listening to Radio Trista. Welcome, welcome. Don't touch that dial, listeners. You found the right place to be tonight. It's time for the start of a brand new program here on Radio Trista, coming at you promptly every Sunday. I call it Abend Time, after the word for evening. Might be a little cliched, but sometimes simple is best, right? Clichés are clichés for a reason, after all. Anyway, my name is Misty, and I'll be your host. Hopefully I'll get to feature some famous guests at some point, so be sure you tune in every week or you might miss them.
You know, she's got a pretty nice voice. This might be good to leave on in the background while I'm working.
I agree. She has a very nice voice.
I hope life has been treating all of you well this month as we slowly near the end of April. Here in Trista, the beautiful lino flowers have passed their peak and begun to wilt. But wilting flowers are beautiful in their own way, as they serve to remind us just how fleeting this existence truly is.
That's really sad.
I'm sure many of our listeners are students, busy with the challenges of adjusting to their new lives. But what harm is there in taking a moment to admire nature every now and again? It's good for what ails you, I say.
Alright, so it's the day of the practical exam. I'll be explaining a little bit more about the practical exam once we really get into it.
Okay, let's get your practical exam started, shall we? To be completely clear from the outset, this exam is about more than just testing your physical strength and stamina. It's designed to hone in on how capable you are of making strategic combat decisions on the fly. Defeating your opponent quickly is a good thing, certainly, but it won't be enough to score you high marks here.
Huh. Interesting.
So we're going to have to use our heads for this one, huh?
You'll see. Anyway, let's get this month's exam started, shall we? Reen, Elliot, Gaius, you're up first. Please step forward.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Got it.
So, right before the practical exam starts, as it just said, we'll be able to go into the menu. We can rearrange our quartz and equipment as we so wish. I put Seal on, I think I put it on Reen. And then I definitely put Soul Blur on Elliot. I don't know why, but I do. And drop a quick save, because there is a thing you have to do if you want to get full AP in this fight. So, if I remember correctly, to get full AP in this fight, you have to not have a single party member become KO'd. You can't let anybody get knocked out. So we're going to link with Gaius, because Gaius is going to do a little bit more damage with Elliot than Elliot in this physical attack.
Alright then, here we go.
What the Sam Hill's at?
What's that? A monster?
No. I'm not sensing any life coming from it at all.
That's right. Think of it like a scarecrow. Only it's a moving scarecrow, I guess. Either way, it's not alive. I've set its parameters fairly high though, so it is formidable. But if you give it your all, I'm confident you can beat it. Make good use of your Arcus's combat link abilities, for example, and I bet it'll be a piece of cake. Hint, hint.
So that's what you're playing at.
All right, begin.
Winds, give us your blessing.
Alright, so I'm not entirely certain if you need to scan this
My
thing
turn.
if you want the monster trophy, because at this point I had already decided not to get the
let's do
monster
this.
trophy.
Right.
So if you're wanting the full AP on this, it can get a little bit tricky, especially if you're still new to the series.
Leave
At
it to
this
me.
point, you should be pretty well adjusted to what we can do so far.
Open.
But at the same time,
My
it can be a little bit rough.
Give it up, everyone.
So this thing has an art attack, which will do a ton of damage to your party if you are not careful.
It's my turn.
So what you want to do is make sure at least Gaius and Reen are buffed with Motivate. It's nice
Here we
if
go.
Elliot has it too, but if you can't, then that's a little too bad. And you need to make sure, doubly sure, that everybody is buffed with Resounding Beat. Because Resounding Beat, especially here in the beginning, makes all the difference.
Go.
It's still useful later, but as of right now, it is... it could be your last line of defense if you're not careful. So, make sure everybody stays topped off. Try out Soul Blur. You see, there he's charging his art. Luckily for us, Reen is going right before him, and if you use Autumn Leaf Cutter, it has Impede, and it knocks the art off. It's a very, very useful thing. But that does a ton of damage if you do not have Resounding Beat Up. So make sure your life is topped off.
My turn.
If worse comes to worse, you're just gonna have to try to tank it. But it's not undoable. I do it. So, if I can do it, you can do it. That's the moral of this story. But as you can see, he's almost dead. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all.
Go.
It really helps that he missed Reen quite a bit. He kept aiming for Reen. Gotta buff the strength back up.
Leave it to me.
Because like I said, we gotta keep him topped off on all those buffs.
They're open. Go.
My turn.
I think this is the final hit. Yeah.
Is everybody okay?
And as you can see, we got the condition met thing up in the top, so we are golden. Super easy. And we got a U material. I didn't notice that. AP increased by 1.
We won.
Don't know how, though.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Excellent use of combat links, too. Seems like the practice you got in the old schoolhouse really paid off.
It just may have.
Oh? Have those three been training in secret?
All right, on to the second group. Laura, Emma, Eustace. Come forward.
That was tougher than I thought it would be. It does seem like combat links are the key to fighting it effectively, though.
That's rather unfortunate.
Instructor, may I ask a question? What exactly was that marionette we just fought?
Yeah, that thing was weird. Machine, maybe? Never seen anything else like it.
Just a little something I got roped into working with a while back. I'd rather not use it if I don't have to, but I can't deny it serves as a valuable function. And it's rather customizable, too. I mean, it did its job quite well during our test, didn't it? So there you go.
I get the feeling there's a whole lot she'd rather not tell us.
Anyway, that brings this month's practical exam to an end. But as you might recall, I told you I had a big announcement for you today, too. Are you all ready to hear what it is? I'll give you a hint. It's about a special part of Class VII's curriculum. Give up? It's really bugging you now, isn't it? Well, I'll come clean. The special task you're about to be assigned is none other than a field study.
Ooh, field study. I wonder what that entails.
Field study?
Oh, I don't like the sound of this one bit.
You'll be split into 2 groups, A and B, and each sent to a different location. And while you're there, you'll be given a number of tasks to complete. Doesn't that sound like fun?
We only just got to the academy, and we're already being sent somewhere else?
Will you not be coming with us, instructor?
Oh, of course not. It'd be much too easy for you if I were there to bail you out every time the waters of life came seeping in. You've got to be cruel to be kind and all that.
Well, I'm certainly not opposed to a challenge if it allows me to advance my training.
Instructor Valentine, where exactly will we be going, and when?
Ah, yes, about that. As I said, you'll be split into 2 groups, A and B. Each of you, please come forward and take one of these to see how the groups have been divided and where each is being sent.
Huh?
What?
Well, these are certainly some interesting groupings.
Keldic and Parm. Are they both in Erebonia?
Yeah, Keldic's a market town on the east side of the Empire.
And Parm is situated in the deep south. It's known for its spinners.
I don't know
All
what a
that way?
spinner is.
How irritating.
I'm less worried about where we're going than the utter lack of sense that went into these groupings.
Unbelievable.
You'll be leaving this weekend, and we'll be out in the field for 2 days' time. Your means of reaching your respective locations will, of course, be by train. So do make sure you're thoroughly prepared, rested, and rearing to go before the big day.
Your rank's gone up.
Yay! Thank you, Toa.
Here's a little something from the Academy.
Ooh.
Thank you for everything.
So that quartz is really good. That gives you the Analyze art, which is the same as a battle scope and Elliot's detector ability, so if you really want to, you could also use that. I think it's that quartz anyway. I should probably check before I say that, but I'm pretty sure it's that one. The day of the field study. Here we go.
I still haven't been able to apologize to her. And we can't exactly avoid working with one another when we're in the same group. I'm sure this is pretty awkward for her too, so I really want to say something, but when am I going to get the chance? Morning, Elisa.
Morning.
You're, early. We don't have to be here for another 20 minutes, you know.
Oh, well, the same goes for you. What time did you wake up?
Around 5, I think? Though I always try to be up by then.
Oh, really? Morning practice? Oh, you haven't joined any clubs, have you? So I guess not.
How does she know that? No, it's just a force of habit. I've gotten used to waking up early. You're in the lacrosse club, right? So I'm guessing you do have to deal with morning practice sometimes.
Yeah, twice a week, apparently. I'm really sorry. Why are you apologizing? That was certainly interesting. But no, I really am sorry. I knew it was just an unfortunate accident from the very beginning. I mean, I was on top of you. I kind of lost my head, and before I knew it, I'd slapped you. And you had your hands out like you were trying to catch me, right? So if anything, I should be thanking you.
Don't worry about it. That trapdoor was obviously designed so we wouldn't get hurt from the fall. If I hadn't tried to play the hero, I wouldn't have been pinned under you, and none of this would have happened.
There's no way you could have known that, though. No matter how you look at it, I'm the one in the wrong here. So thank you for trying to protect me. And sorry again.
No, it's... I mean, you're welcome. Sorry, I have trouble with these kinds of things. My little sister is always getting on my case for being so easily flustered.
Oh, you have a younger sister? That's a question for another time.
That was so awkward it hurt.
I've been trying to apologize for the past couple weeks now, but every time I set my mind to it, I always just wound up avoiding you.
Really? You did try to help me out in class last week, though.
Oh, you noticed. I was hoping that would give us a chance to talk. Though you didn't need my help in the end, so it didn't really do much good.
I still appreciate the thought.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. Anyway, we've safely established that what happened wasn't your fault, but the result of it is another issue entirely.
The result? What are we talking about now?
Oh, come on! You have to know what I mean!
This is still in regards to the accident in the old schoolhouse, right?
Yes! Specifically the part where your face ended up right in my... you know... And I forbid you from ever thinking about that, ever! Forget it ever happened. Are we clear?
Yes, perfectly. Trying to avoid thinking about it is just going to make it harder to forget, though.
The hentai artist never forgot, though.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. A lovely day, isn't it?
You two certainly got here early. Looks like you finally managed to make up, too.
Well...
Yeah, I think we're on good terms now. Thanks for your concern.
I'm glad to hear it. It's been a bit trying watching the two of you simmer these past weeks. And I know Elisa has been desperate to apologize for her behavior this whole time.
Whoa! That's only because I thought it would be awkward for two people who aren't talking to work together in the same group. Don't go getting the wrong idea or anything.
Whatever you say.
Well, as long as the two of you have smoothed things over, that's what's important.
Now that we're all here, what say we head out? The train's not due for a while longer, so this could be a good opportunity. We can swing by a few shops and stock up on supplies before heading to the station.
That's a good idea, actually. The Academy's facilities are supposed to be open early today, too.
Oh, that's perfect. We can make use of the engineering club's facilities before we head out, too.
Shall we depart, then?
Alright, so we're actually going to be ending this video here. I'd like to thank you guys for still watching this. It's a game that really means a lot to me, and I'm really glad you guys seem to be enjoying it too. In the next part, we will be getting ready for the field study, and we will actually head out to Celtic, so I will see you guys then.